the down and distance and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Dwayne Harris. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number 1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And here is the Redskin defense.
At corner is Josh Norman. I would think he would want to quibble a little bit. Actually, you know, Josh would have a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, ask all the receivers in the NFC East. They would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Got his man. It's Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Keenum going to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Out of the gun, Keenum. Jordan Reed has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Quick slant there, gets him the 1st down, 6 yards on the play. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On the carry, Thompson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Keenum. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Keenum going to come up now 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Keenum, and that is incomplete here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Keenan. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now on fourth down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Carr got him in. It's Brown. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the draw, Richard. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go, fellas.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, here's Keenum. Caught on the right side, Reed. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now, 180. He can't have. He's not going to get me.
Carr now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 43-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Richard. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Down. 180. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yes, sir.
On first down, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing again. Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cleveland Farrell drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 16. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the gun now on
I'm muted, so you're going to hear me talking. That's a 1st down.
Before they're able to knock him down.
Oops.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him.
I just want to see what happens, okay? I just want to see what happens.
Back to 1.
Ball up to the 35
we'll see.
Now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10. Carr to throw. Carr looking. That is a 2nd down.
7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up the 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
The people that are watching, please like and subscribe.
2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
That's a 1st down.
It's Ryan Bland. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
Can we get something exciting happening here, please?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
That's going to go nowhere.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Kinda. That's going nowhere.
That
might be a copyright right there.
And it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
I would say pass it.
It's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far.
That's not bad. 3 out of 5 on third downs. That's not bad.
Down man, it's complete. Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 33.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there.
Look, I called that.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
I'm the next Jordan Romo.
But it's so hard sometimes, not easy. Because when they sell that route really well,
No, I'm not.
throw back, show the numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
I don't like him. I don't.
And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Kind of.
From the gun, it's Carr.
That's a catch.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Turner Brown, 3 catches for 19 yards. He was doing something, right?
Yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Talking about Derek Carr? I'm not sure.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr with a play fake.
Carr to throw with a play fake. Carr got all the time in the world. Still got time. Finally releases it. And it's tip, 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 tip. And it's a safety.
It's a safety. That's a wacky play. Wow, what a disaster. You talked about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Yeah. Oh, that's a safety. That was crazy.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Are you going to return this? That was not ideal.
By the kick team as he'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
I don't know how he could do that far.
Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate.
13 for 18, 119 yards, and 1 INT for Derek Carr today.
To get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part
No, you weren't right on that. It just showed it.
That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Here we go. Derek Carr to throw. And he's just going to release it. That is a 2nd down. 13 for 19, 128 yards, 1 INT. Washington has allowed 165 total yards, about 128 passing yards. Williams, 4 catches for 57 yards.
Yeah, better against man.
Hamilton, 5 tackles.
Better against man because now you're
Washington has -1 rushing yards. Oakland has 37. Oakland's got 128 passing yards and 41 for Washington on passing. Okay. That was going nowhere. That was just doomed from the start.
First half, he's going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He tried to push him, but it just didn't work.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
What are you thinking here? Run, play action?
On the bootleg.
He's just going to go. No. Oh!
Be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy could.
Yeah, he had all. He should have control of that one.
No, I'm with you. There was
oh,
contact.
Man.
I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here now, Johnny
To the
Townsend,
punt.
as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Here's the punt. This might be. Are you gonna try to catch it? No. Oh, he's gonna get taco battered at the 16.
6 yards on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement.
Hey, Donovan Rogers-Cromartie. When's the last time you heard that name?
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is whether Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll fake the give.
Play action. Keenum looking. That was incomplete.
Incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. As an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run Peterson. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Peterson, 3rd down.
To keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half.
Yeah, they do.
You got a running back of this size and these dimensions. I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
So those that are watching, whoa.
The second half and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing his Keenum on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Those that are watching this,
And they drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will
they are the Washington Commanders now, not the Washington Redskins. Sorry, voice crack, major voice crack.
But sometimes it takes too long to develop.
Go back and listen to that. Tell us not a voice crack.
perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen.
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called,
Washington really needs to get their O-line figured out.
Blitzers to get there.
Here's Tressway now.
This is going to be a long game.
Terrific so far.
This is.
Harris to return.
Oh, nasty juke. You might want to check his ankles back there.
69-yard punt, 69 yards. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little
he's not.
out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing.
And also, it's not the Oakland Raiders. It's not the Las Vegas Raiders.
Make the adjustments.
I'm not going to make that adjustment.
So those surface tablets
You didn't hear that from me.
check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now.
That ain't going anywhere.
Run good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Yeah, just like the difference between the San Diego Chargers and LA Chargers. But, so basically, and then the Rams play in the Charger Stadium, which is weird. What's really weird is how the New York Giants and New York Jets share a stadium. That's just super weird. But that's just me.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide
Good
receiver
question.
screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
No, we got ourselves a boring game over here. That's a first.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
I mean, that's not bad yardage for Derek Carr.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this
Not
guy,
anymore.
and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender.
Yes, it's scarred me for life what he's done in the past. Josh Norman?
I know your wife did it to me by 3 or 4 seconds,
Oh, that's a nice catch.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background.
We need a touchdown here. We need something interesting.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard.
That's a pick. Why did you stop? Watch him stop.
To the 49. It's sort of the second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw.
He did that. He was on the run and just like stopped. Dead, just like stopped, dead in his tracks.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
He's like, nah, he just got scared.
Again on offense. He's just been looking for some space.
We need something interesting to happen here.
They need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit
yeah, and look at the score still, 5-3. So if Washington gets a safety, who's it going to go to? Them, right? No? I'll go to Oakland. No? How does the safeties work? I don't either.
Pass there over the middle to start things out. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really
5-3, 5-12 to go in the second quarter. And I'm really confused.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun handoff to Thompson.
That's a first.
Just shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for Washington first.
Definitely.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before the
oh, my goodness.
I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ooh, good question.
Out of the gun, Keenum.
The Madden that's been easiest to play for me is 23. Yeah, because I've got that one down. When I go to Madden to play the other Maddens, it's hard for me to adjust.
You're just trying to get 4 on first down. Don't have to change now.
Here's Peterson.
The 18-yard line. 7 yards there.
Sorry to cut you off.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Peterson.
Peterson again.
And he'll go down here at the 12.
Not going very far.
Get a nice chunk there on the first down run.
We're going to stay on that.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Curtis Riley. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers.
Touchdown.
3rd down pass passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
Pick six, I guess, so that makes it more interesting.
When you have 5
Now,
defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
so now it's 11-3, extra point pending with 2:13 to go in the second quarter. Something just got interesting.
Now for the extra point,
I hope.
Daniel Carlson. And that makes it a 9-point game.
9-point game now.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
And he's getting a Taco Bell after 25.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep
You're good.
well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up.
All right.
Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational.
No, I just barely looked up and it was a pick six.
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25.
Yeah, you did.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground.
That ain't going anywhere. That's a Taco Bell.
28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. P.J. Hall there.
2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Hey, do you want to call on Instagram?
Yes.
So we can
We
get.
actually are. We are on Instagram.
We're on Facebook.
Fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says add one halftime preview. So I guess let's do
Here, let's just. Let me call you on Instagram and stuff. That's the first time or more.
You did great. Not a bad job. Writing down your ad.
If you print it, I'm going to read
Okay,
it.
so I'm gonna do this.
I know you're trying not to score very much, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, I need to do something to get more than that 3
No.
that they have on the scoreboard right now. Now
Keenum. He's going down.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Maurice Hurst able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of
Listen to my
empathy for the
call,
QB,
though.
right? In this case, Devin's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And the fact we're starting a long way.
That was a
down the
dot.
football game. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And gets a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Keenum on 3rd down.
What was that?
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'm gonna tell Tori
First time
to
that
call.
they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, It really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that.
Dude, you can record it on the PS4. So
Here's
about
the
this.
field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt.
Is that good? No, did that what?
He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this score will stay right where it is. Here's the Redskins defense. They get set for this next possession, and they have the 3 takeaways, but still losing despite the effort that we see on the screen.
And thank goodness for that effort, because without it, they're probably really
I thought he made that. It looked like he made that.
The game as best they can. They've got increased efficiency in taking the ball away, because right now they're not getting enough help from the rest of the squad.
Yeah, it's showing the defensive highlights for the Redskins at the moment.
If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Hey, if you're the commander in Washington, you got to get points on this drive.
Yeah, you do need to get points on this one.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Where was that going?
Yeah, that one sailed at him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
That was not gonna lie.
After the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10.
Somebody is doing a franchise.
To throw again.
And somebody's doing the Panthers and
incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. The officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
My friend wants me to
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on the punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in his first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well.
Honestly, I think so.
Touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down
this game is boring
influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him.
Nothing exciting happening. I can tell you that now.
Someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball. If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The handoff. No.
Work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the
He did take a hit on the second shot, though.
And flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm watching things like you guys take a big shot, man. Like I probably take it now.
Yeah, I would too. Look, you got 15 seconds.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You got 4 seconds left to go in the half.
They'll keep it on the ground.
That's not going anywhere either. That's the half. That's the half. 12-3.
9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of
Can you hear me talking?
Certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well.
Kinda.
Back over to Brandon Guyton.
I'm more clear. Yeah, I'm more clear though, because I'm here. 12-3. Tell me anybody heard that one.
The Raiders with the lead already, and will get the football here as the second half is now underway. It's fielded at the 2.
Like and subscribe, people. And yes, I want to do a call with a couple of friends, but yeah, like and subscribe. That return went nowhere.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not.
I gotta figure out how to fix that. How did you fix that, Dylan?
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drive
here we go.
off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said,
the notification bell working for you.
Points on the board. They've got to just take a deep
oh my gosh, this is boring.
It is working and call more of that.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 22.
That's not going anywhere.
First down, it won't even get back to the
22.
scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard. And
that run went absolutely nowhere.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second
half. Love you too.
Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Ooh, slam him to the ground. I'm going to go live for the next game as well for Rams and Ravens. So I'm going live for that one too. That run is going to go nowhere.
Up to the 25-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on, Washington, come on. Make this interesting, please. Carr, deep. Oh, it looked like a pick.
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to
God damn it.
come from a long distance and have a chance to affect the pass.
Get you.
Here now, Johnny Townsend.
6-point game.
Time today.
No, 9-point game, excuse me.
Which team are you on, bro?
And a little too much mustard on that one. Hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Also known as the Las Vegas Raiders.
Spotlight right now shining on Case Keenum. And I guess the question, Charles, is
I'm watching it.
For keeping him better protected, because as we see, the protection, it struggles.
Yeah, but all of the teams are 99 overall, which is actually helpful. And Washington's not proving that to me at all. Come on, Commanders. I mean, Redskins.
How do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much?
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Come on. Keenum. Case Keenum. Keenum. Throwing. Where was that going?
It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, I think somewhere in there. That's not going anywhere.
Behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd.
We can hear you, Dylan.
I think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep
we can hear you.
And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
3rd down. Keenum looking. That is not a first down.
Pretty nice tackle.
No, 4th and 1.
His free safety spot as he'll stop him about
4th and 1.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Tressway.
He's not letting her do that for me on my channel. It says it's disabled because my channel is meant for kids. This is really stupid. Why are you fair catching that like an idiot? What a punch!
Right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside
Okay.
the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball.
I don't do that anymore on the phone. I do it on the console nowadays.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Disney Channel. Kidding. I don't know why I did that. That was just random. That ring thing, that was random. Sorry. I was messing around on my tablet for a second, didn't realize I hit the button.
So decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can
down to 5. Let's get a safety here. Washington, make this 12-5. Oh, the frick that works. Oh!
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up.
That's my 3rd down sound.
Be very hesitant.
That's really close to being a safety, though.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got
down to 3.
Space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Well, that's not going to go anywhere. Start his head on the ground, why don't you? 4th and 10 at the 5.
It brings up the 4th down. Well, just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they do.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
All right, I just hit the bell.
What?
That run was bad.
Yeah. I was talking to Pecan. I was asking if my hair
Johnny Townsend, as he's on the punt.
Not on my channel, please.
And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick.
It's a warning just for him, you know.
Yeah, that's...
Fielded just inside the 20.
What are you doing?
That's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards.
What was that?
And that will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Washington.
That's why the CPU is drumming in a box of rocks.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base,
listen to what I say, though.
To keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his legs to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now.
I swear the CPU is drumming in a box of rocks.
Now going to come up 1st and 10 at down 16.
You call him Bonnie, right?
Here's Peter to throw. It's his target. It's Adrian Peterson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 to 24-yard line.
I'm watching his live.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just PG.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play.
This game is absolutely bullshit.
Here's Peterson.
That's a 1st down.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Sorry about my language there, guys. But it literally is. This game is boring.
It's a precursor of a big second half.
Yes, it does. I'm just sitting here and dozing off at this point.
Dylan, tell me this right now. So
they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at my YouTube channel. When he cuts it all the freaking time.
Stop the ball, dude.
Like, what the fuck?
Peterson.
Can you tell me how that works?
A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing
I'm
it the
about to
entire
rig out on
ball game.
this. This is
Maybe change up some
boring.
blocking assignments,
Why?
run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down.
That's going nowhere.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play makes a -4.
Yeah.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're going a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they just got to look at how they're trying to move the football.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you want to
don't
run
drop
it,
the tablet.
but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Yeah.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yeah.
Shotgun snap for
Keenum looking. That's the first down. Josh Dotson. I think. 18. Yep, Josh Dotson.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I grabbed it. And, it was literally in the farthest part of my couch cushion. Underneath the couch in the wood itself. So I literally somehow
Wait.
First and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. To Thompson on the drive.
That ain't going anywhere.
Backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the
If Washington scores here, it makes it a 12-10 game, correct?
Maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get.
That was directed toward Dylan, but okay.
A little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Keenum to throw. Keenum. Nah, it's not going anywhere.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain. That's something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Fourth down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just
Fourth down.
They become just as critical to the passing
Fourth down. 4th and 7.
Receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Getting bored here.
Generate big plays for an offense.
You always get bored.
Here's Tressway now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today.
Yes, you too. And then toward the sideline, down to the 20.
And they'll spot it right at the 20. And now here come the Raiders. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine.
Dude, that chair sounds going to break in a minute.
Yeah, it does.
The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Dylan, you're not that old. Quit it.
To throw his car.
Oh my God, you didn't play good, so you couldn't put your hands on me, bro.
But he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3 on its second down.
I'm over here being bored with this game, to be honest with you.
Here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now 2nd and 7 for the 23. Running is Jenkins.
Ouch.
Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Come on, y'all. Let's get something going here.
Following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Let's get something going here. Come on.
Find a crease to break off a big one. It might need
Come on, come on. Let's get something going.
And just try and ram his way forward and get what you can.
Yes, I want something interesting to happen. And it hasn't happened yet. Why do I select him from the country?
That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he gets it to the 32.
Let's go down. I like that.
First down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Okay.
Many different ways to create space, but
are you dropping out of the call?
With that big wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
No.
From the 32 now.
This is so stupid. What was that, Carr? Seriously, dog.
And that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Oh, my God.
You don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have
Can I see a tutty, please?
Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll scratch not only about a yard up to the 32. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion.
That sucks.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down.
I have 3 people watching. Don't know who else is watching.
Don't they?
On third down.
Carr to throw. Looking. No.
Incomplete.
It's always a goal.
Because someone doesn't like my commentating.
Rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
I had 3 people watching and dropped down to 2. Somebody must not like my commentating.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. He steps into this one, and this is a
I've been live for an hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come
5:12 to go in the third quarter. Still 12-3.
To avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the
Yep, it has. One person is not watching. Somebody dropped out.
That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
So, Tori, did you drop out for a second?
Keenum and the Redskins now going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start the drive with Peterson.
Peterson, I don't know what you would think you were doing on that, but it was not going anywhere.
We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of
Oh,
this team.
my Lord. Look at the score. Tell me if this is boring or not.
The last one got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, anybody watching this, tell me, look at the score and tell me if this is boring to you or not.
Keenum.
That's blocked.
But it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And it's third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's a first down. Now we got something going. I hope. I really hope.
It's a game of matchups.
Watch me jinx this.
Receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys.
Watch me jinx this. Watch me jinx it.
Coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break
That's fine.
or you can break in.
But yeah, watch me jinx this.
Keenum now.
Watch, it's gonna be watch.
The second half, not bad. 1st and 10. Now Thompson.
Peterson on the. Oh, that's gonna be. Well, that's Thompson, not Peterson. Excuse me.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Is this what the final's gonna be? Is 12-3? Come on, people. Incomplete for Keenum.
You see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers. You know that
3-3-3. Mark with the double. No, wait, that's 6-6-6.
React to it very quickly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. He's got it.
First down for Keenum.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense?
I want to see something interesting, please.
Being a receiver downfield.
For the love of Jambalaya.
Especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to have to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us?
Redskins on the move.
And who can match up
I hope.
without weakening our
Peters got Taco Bell at the freaking 45 for a gain of 1 yard. That was Thompson. I said Peterson again.
But in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Peterson. No, that's Thompson. Where's Peterson?
They've had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of...
Oh, my gosh.
There was a little bit of a hole,
Come on. 4th and 3. Come on.
The 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Keenum.
That's a first, I think.
They stop him for only 3.
Excuse me. That's 4th and 1.
One hallmark of
Gonna go for it here.
understanding the game, understanding positioning.
Yeah, gotta go for it here.
Immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
What, Dylan? They're gonna go for it here? I don't think so. No, they're gonna kick a field goal.
From the right hash, this from 53.
53-yard field goal. And it's good.
And they'll move him back within 6 now. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that.
Oh, my legs are killing me sitting cross-legged like this.
You're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it.
12-6 now.
More athletic now than ever before talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history.
No, it's not, but it makes it somewhat manageable.
But their kicking is so prevalent that we made them special.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
It's not exciting, but it makes it a lot more manageable.
Following the main field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Here's 2. Oh, look at the juke.
What did he do? Kick it?
He will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So out come the Raiders. And right now these guys...
Oh, okay. 1st and 10, 12-6, minute 28 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other.
Boy.
Asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe
I hope the next one's more exciting. I really do.
Simpler, rather more complex, in order to try and trash them together and drive.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 15.
They're on defensive game, which is really strange. Jacobs, he's going nowhere.
One tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards.
Minute 19.
It'll be 2nd down.
Minute 19 left to go in the 3rd quarter. 12-6. Somebody in my misery. Okay.
Once again, it's Jacobs.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on.
Before he gets his football outside the 30 to the 29. That will go as
okay.
11. Raiders having a first.
Are you still watching the live stream?
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this
okay.
this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief.
Oh, wait, that's a first down.
Going in the running game.
Jacobs on him. That is not Jacobs. That is Richard.
Nice inside run. sets up a very manageable second down.
Richard.
A very solid game.
30's Richard. Something Richard.
Trying to get one
8 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 12-6.
I know.
1 second to go in the third.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, it's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
Fourth quarter, here we are. And we only got like one touchdown the entire game, sadly, you know?
Yeah, and I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes. And nothing to show for it.
I know.
Oh, the field flip. The Raiders, that's not going anywhere.
Back to the 34-yard line.
The first touchdown was a pick 6.
3 yards in the wrong direction. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand.
Hey, you guys cool if I super send this?
If you want to, you can. You have to see who actually wins the game.
Because this flipping thing is boring. I'm saying that now. This thing's boring. Oh my hell. Oh, 15-6 now. Now it's 15-13. Oh my gosh.
So this one,
15-13 final.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
Today's defense, and what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us, for Charles
15-13 final.
Crew. I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching
Not a good game at all.
EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter.
Primary safe, man.
NFL.
I'm going to tell you now, that was boring.
Ah, no!
Okay, so I'm stopping the broadcast.